Well, they certainly did a good job of getting to the basket, and Caleb Davis going 4 for 5 from 3, and we certainly had some breakdowns defensively. Dylan hits a 3, they come down, and we help down on a guy that normally would be a good help, but you got to realize who you're guarding. So I thought they did a good job of executing and getting to the basket, and I was not happy with the way we didn't stop them at times from getting to the basket. Turnage was to get no field goals, and he ends up 7 for 7 from the field. So we didn't do a very good job there consistently, especially early in the game. Offensively, I thought we did a lot of good things. We had, especially in the first half, we had a few times where they were able to get the lead after we got off to a good start, where I thought we had a couple wasted possessions. But then, obviously, Mo did a very nice job of getting into the lane and knocking down those mid-range jump shots, and that shows a lot of discipline on his end. And some of it he had to create because we were not real good at times at cutting, and we missed some guys out of that. Yeah, I think Reese has matured a lot as a basketball player, and even more importantly as a person. I think he's come a long way, and since the beginning of the season, I think the last probably 3 weeks even, he's been very good in practice. He's been more of a vocal leader, which is not something that comes naturally to him. So he is stepping out of his comfort zone a little bit, and is much more of an extension of me as a coach on the floor than what he was earlier in the year. And he's been good at patting his teammates on the rear, and just being more vocal with them. And I think that's brought us together more. We had several guys that really did a great job tonight. I mean, Dylan Langcable worked his butt off for boards, had 2 big offensive rebounds, and obviously shot it pretty well too. And we ran several things to get him looks, and Reese did a good job of finding him. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Right.
He played really. I mean, he's some really tough threes with people right in his face, and he worked real hard, and Mo played well, and he had a good crowd. There's so many good things that happened tonight. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, he was coming up the middle of basically almost a little gate type play to get him open, and then we had Jermaine opposite. If Mo made the turn to slide down, and Jermaine did a good job of finding the open area, and Reese did a good job of finding Jermaine, who's been on the year has been a pretty good shooter for us, and had a great look. So, I'm not upset with the look we got. There were some decisions down the stretch. Nick did a good job of getting his hand on the ball, and that's just an experience move coming down, with a tie game. But you can't fault him for his effort, and that play is not what cost us the game. It stands out because it was late in the game, but there were a lot of plays, guys where we had layups or had breakdowns defensively that cost us, or we have a substantial lead and they're in a situation where they have to foul us.
What do you think was that one little difference in both games? What's the difference between winning and losing?
Well, I think execution. I think if we do a better job with our game plan all the way around, and paying attention to detail makes a big difference. Caleb Davis wasn't to get threes. We're supposed to be chasing him off the three-point line, and he didn't take a contested three. He takes 7 shots total, and 5 of them are threes, and the only other shots he missed. So 4 for 5 3. That shouldn't happen.
This court's real good to you guys this year for clean crowd, but you got four
4 out of 5 at home.
So and it's a good place for you guys. So you like where you're sitting.
Well,
you're not where you want to be record-wise, but you got a good chance to do some stuff here.
yeah, I mean, but it's going to be a battle now down the stretch here, and I thought our fans and students in particular made a big difference for us. I've got to, if you want to call it a shout out, thank our staff, Sarah P. and Olivia and all those guys that did a great job of organizing these things, and Krista on our athletic staff. And when we have our student athletes out here, it makes a difference for our players and the community. Makes a huge difference. And our guys, I know, are sick right now, not only for the loss, but feeling like they let down people that came here. Hopefully they enjoyed the show, and it was a fun game to watch, an exciting game to watch, and they realize how much blood, sweat, and tears this team puts into it, and we'll come back strong for the Ferris game Thursday, because we're going to need all the help we can get there too.